What's going on, man? Mike Sweetman here, giving you guys another video. In today's video, we are going to dive into something that I really want to dive into to get more detail of. And we're going to talk about the mental game today and why the mental game matters so much in the show 21 in regards to hitting, okay? But before we tap into that video, I want you guys to go ahead, subscribe to the channel, hit those bell notifications buttons so that you guys are notified for the future uploads of this channel. We have a goal. We're trying to get to 400 subscribers. We're recently at 369, before I shot this video. But, if you guys subscribe to the channel, it'll be really appreciated. And you guys help support the channel every way as possible, okay? And then also, with that being said, I do also stream on Twitch. I do stream Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Basically every day except Tuesday from around 7:30 a.m. Eastern to around 10:30 a.m. Eastern, okay? So go ahead and check it out. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into why the mental game is important in the show 21. All right, guys, so when we talk about, the whole mental game of the show 21 in regards to hitting, and this is something that I want to share to y'all to help you guys, out when it comes to mentally being prepared when going up to the plate. And there's a lot of things that come in my mind, especially when I'm struggling or if I'm not, feeling good, I'm feeling off, I'm feeling sluggish. I always have these tendencies where I always have these principles of what to go back to. Okay, and this is something I learned actually as a real life player, and it actually helps me. Okay, I'm not saying this is going to make you a top 50 dude. That's what I'm not showing for. This is actually just to help you take your skills to the next level. Okay, to help your hitting big time, to make hitting fun. Okay, all right. And here's what it is, man. When it comes to the mentality, okay, we got to think like we're preparing for a test. Okay, that's how it is in hitting. Okay, and that's the best you can do. Okay, you want to gather information from your opponent. That's what basically it is. That's the mentality you got. You're just basically gathering information from your opponent. Okay, don't just play your opponent just to play. Like, gather information of what your opponent is doing and what he's throwing, or where is he pitching. Okay, because more likely than not, that information that you're getting is going to help you, no matter what. I mean, if you win or lose a game, it's going to help you. Okay, because you can kind of figure out, okay, this is the kind of guy he is, or this is the kind of pitcher he's throwing, or he's throwing, certain amount of pitches in certain areas. But when you gather this information, this is where your mentality needs to come in. You need to have the mindset of, okay, I got this information. What can I do with it? Okay, what can I do with, okay, I just struck out. Why did I strike out? Okay, why did I strike out on a pitch low and away? Maybe do I suck with low and aways, or how was the sequence? Okay, know what information you're getting and prepare for the test. The test is basically going up to the plate and facing him. Okay, we want to prepare for the test. We want to have the information. We want to know how he attacks and so forth. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to take a couple innings before we finally get that information through. Okay, this is not going to be where it's one pitch, oh, got him. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, you got to learn to take a couple innings, to kind of analyze your opponent, gather information, what he's doing, and then go from there. Okay? All right, that's huge when it comes to mindset. It's not about mindset, really. It's just the mentality, okay? You always have the mentality of learning and getting better and always finding a way to attack your opponent and find your opponent's weakness. If you can do that, that's how you win. Okay, and if you don't win, that's fine. Now you know what he is. Now you know how, if you play him again, now you know how you play him. Not saying you might remember the guy, because, there's some names that you will remember and some you won't. But that's how you fall forward. Okay? All right? Okay, so then this is where it comes into the next piece. This is where, when we gather in the information, this is where Swingman's true mindset comes into play. And this is something that I want you guys to do all the time. Okay, so now when we get to the approach side, okay, so now we got the mentality of what we're going to do. Now we're going to go to the approach. Now when it comes to, okay, we're going up to the plate. Now we got the information, what we're going to do with it. Always have a plan. Have a plan. Okay, when you're up to the plate, have a plan, man. Don't just go up there and just say, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to react and see what happens. Have a plan. Have a plan. Okay. Just go up there, see how he's throwing, make him work, do something. You know, look for a pitch, do something. Okay? Because remember, guys, hope is not a plan. But if you give a person a plan, they have hope. Okay? All right? So when you gather all that information, you need to have a plan with your approach. Okay? When you go up to the box. Okay? There's many times than not, I've seen so many guys get frustrated because, you know, they per se, they really get upset, you know, because they're like, I can't figure this guy out. Can't do that, which I fall victim to. I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of those guys. I'm gonna take full responsibility and say that. Accountability, and say that I do that sometimes. But sometimes, you know, when that happens, I always go back to saying, okay, how can I attack this guy? How can I get this dude? What can I do to get this guy? Okay, what can I do to beat this guy? Have that mindset. Okay, when you just give up, kind of sucks. You feel crappy. You feel like you just gave up. And sometimes you tip your cap, and if guy beats you, he beats you, man. Some guys have it. Some guys just have it that day, then you don't. It's just the way of the game. It's the way of the game, man. I mean, it is. But what you got to do is you got to stick to that approach. Always find a way. Gather the information. Have a plan. Okay, have a plan when going to the plate, when facing that pitcher, when facing a tough pitcher, even. Okay, have a plan. Okay, all right. Because if you have a plan, guys, remember, if you have a plan, you have hope, and you have hope, you feel good. You feel like, okay, I got progress. I can do this. Okay, you got something to go forward with. Okay, all right. So remember, when it comes to approach, gather the information, have a plan. Okay, so the last piece. So we got mentality, we got the approach, and now we got PCI placement. Okay, this is where the skill comes in. I have seen so many guys, including chatters, who have come onto my stream who have done nothing, and I mean nothing, but just say that, you know, they're PCI, they can't control it, they suck. I want to be honest with y'all. We need to change that mindset. Okay. What did we learn when we learned in real life how to hit a baseball? Okay. What did we say? Trust the hands. Okay. We always would say, trust your hands, trust your swing. Don't think. I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to PCI, just don't think. Don't overthink it. Trust your fingers, place it where you think, and swing. More likely than not, that helps. You know, I'm going to be honest. When I'm on a tear and I'm killing it, more likely than not, I'm not really overthinking about PCI placement. Facts. I'm telling you right now. I'm speaking facts. When I'm on a roll, I'm not thinking PCI placement. I trust my fingers. And you should too. Okay? Trust it. Even though you might not get the best result, trust it. Okay? Here's the thing that I always say. Okay? Because you're not going to win them all. You're not going to win all the games, dude. I'm going to be honest. You're not going to be, 500-0. You're not. Sorry. It's just not going to happen. If you're looking for that kind of thing, I guess you got to get out of this YouTube. Okay? Which I think no one is. Okay? But here's the deal. Have this mindset instead to make you fall forward. Just try to hit the ball hard. If you get hit the ball hard now, if it's a weak pop-up and the game just somehow just didn't give you the feedback, I feel that. It's all right. Just shake it off, dust it off your shoulders. Next AB, it won't be like that. Okay. So what? Next AB. Okay, we gotta have that mindset. Okay. Trust your fingers, man. Trust your fingers. Don't overthink it. Don't get frustrated, because as soon as you start getting frustrated, that's when you lose yourself. When you lose yourself, it's game over, man. It's game over. It's it. You lost. Okay. So the moral of everything today. Okay. All right. The moral of everything today. Trust yourself Okay? Trust yourself and trust your fingers, all right? When it comes to PCI placement, okay? That's how you hit. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. We learned a lot about the mentality and the mental game, why the mental game matters in regards to mentality, approach, and PCI placement and trusting your fingers, okay? This is something that I wanted to share, and I just wanted to just get this out of my chest. This is not for the top 50 guy. If it helps the top 50 guy, great. This is for all the guys out there that are just average playing the game. Okay, and I want to help y'all. Okay, I want you guys to have fun playing the game. You know, obviously the top 50 guys, they're crazy, they're nuts, they're goons, they're freaks. You know, they don't need to have my approach. They don't. You know, they're just skillful and they just do whatever they just do them, right? They do you, boo boo, right there, right? You know, they just do themselves. Okay, but you know, when it comes to this approach, and comes to why the mental game matters, when you master the mental game in this game, you can be good. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to be top 50 good. You're going to be better than what you thought you were. Okay? And that's what my goal in this video is, to help push you to understand that and to see that. Okay? All right. So remember, you know, mentality, approach, PCI placement. Remember all of that. Trust yourself. Okay? All right. Fall forward. Have a plan so that you can have hope. Okay? So, but if you guys like the video, be sure to hit that like button. Also, share this video. I want this video to be shared with everybody. Okay, I want to help everyone around the community as best as possible. Okay. Also, subscribe to the channel. Hit those bell notifications button. Also, follow my Twitch channel. That's linked in the description below. I'm actually, you know, we're streaming, you know, every week. So go check it out. Also, follow the social media. And, well, with that being said, I wish you guys nothing but perfects and pinpoint pitching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys, and good luck.